Hey, what's up, bros? Welcome back to another video. It's Brovinny here. Today we are talking about how I finally fixed Piggy's account. If you remember from a previous video, I showed you that Piggy, she couldn't get the free trial. And after many nights and days of figuring out what the hell went wrong, I even emailed the devs and then I emailed Google, and I'll show you some of their responses as well. I finally got it fixed. Now, this video is going to be good for those people who have the same problem, but it's also going to be good for people to understand how subscriptions work in this game. So, let's see what the problem was to begin with. This was Piggy's account when she attempted to buy the Premium Pass. And in purchasing the Premium Pass, you're supposed to get a 2-week free trial where you can immediately cancel just so you at least get the 2 weeks worth of benefits. It's basically for you to see how the game's pass is. Trial it, and if you like it, you keep buying it. But you can cancel immediately, you can still get your 2 weeks worth of Premium Pass. There are lots of goodies in there, so it's definitely worthwhile at least to get that 2-week free trial. We tried to do this at the end of last month, September, but now it's rolled over to October. I only just fixed it today, so we can't do the thing where we use the premium shop twice because of this problem. Alright, so the problem is, after we clicked purchase, the app did some thinking. It was trying to detect something, and then it came out with this message: you're not eligible for the free trial. Now, just to let everyone know, Piggy's account, her Google account, is completely separate to mine. I have already done the free trial. In fact, I'm on the Premium Pass right now. But I did think about one problem. I do have several alternate Google accounts for testing purposes, for my alt accounts, for many other reasons. And sometimes I sign into those alternate Google accounts on my phone, on Piggy's phone, and this is what the problem was, and I believe this is the case. I can't prove this, but I'll tell you why. By believing in this problem, it actually helped me fix the problem. So the problem was, there was one account where it was signed into my phone, my Android phone, as well as signed into Piggy's Android phone. Now, what I believe had happened was that Google, or Pokemon Sleep devs, so this select button, they had detected that in one of my alt accounts, it's linked to another phone that had already, or another account that had already got the free trial. It's almost like their way of saying, we don't want you to make multiple accounts to keep getting these free trials. They don't want you to hack the game, you know. They eventually want you to buy the pass. And that's all well and good, except that it's unfair for Piggy when she couldn't get the free trial, whereas I could, just because we shared one alternate account. And before we get to how we actually fixed it, let me show you some of the responses we got. So this was when we contacted the developers and Pokemon Company. So this one's from Agent Dark from the Pokemon Company International Support Team. They said that, thank you for contacting Pokemon Support. Unfortunately, we are not able to assist you with the premium purchase or trial issues as we do not process the subscriptions. If you require support for this, you may wish to contact the services such as Google Play that manages such redemptions for your Android device. Now, I made a very interesting note here. I said, interesting. So theoretically, if someone were to abuse the free trial by making multiple new Google accounts, we wouldn't technically be getting into trouble with Pokemon Company or Select Button, because they don't deal with that. They might get like the money from it, a proportion of it. Obviously, some of it will go to Google Play, some of it will go to the developers, but they don't actually process the subscriptions. Now, I'm not telling you guys to do this. I'm just saying that it's interesting that the developers or Pokemon Company have directed me away from themselves. Is it just them trying to push the problem to someone else? Maybe, or maybe they don't actually deal with this. And I'm starting to believe that's the case. Because then I subsequently contacted Google and they said, thanks for contacting Google. It seems like your issue is related to the app itself. The best way to resolve is to contact the app developers directly, and they teach you how to contact the app developers. And I can tell you that's BS. So both sides have just pushed the problem aside, but I actually side with the developers this time, because here is how I fixed it. Oh, and by the way, I did reply to Google one more time just to tell them that I don't think it's the developers because you guys processed the payment. And then all they said was, you know what, not all accounts are eligible for, or entitled for free trial. That's probably not true. Probably all accounts are, but this kind of problem happens when you share accounts. And they confidently said that the situation I'm experiencing is related to the app itself, and that's even bigger of a BS I've come to notice. Oh, and just to show you guys that the situation has been resolved, you can see this is Piggy's account with 16,000 points saved up over the last 2 to 3 months of play. You can't buy sleep points, so you can see how hard she was saving. Even whales wouldn't see this kind of sleep point number. You can only get sleep points from sleeping, and she hardly spent it all because she was saving for this when she was ready to buy the premium pass. And you can see now it's yellow, so it has been resolved, so she can now use the premium shop. Okay, now how did I fix this? I would recommend that if you're going to try this, that you get another phone. If you can't, you can use your main phone as well, but it can be a bit troublesome because then you'll have to wipe your Google account first on your main phone. So use another phone if you can. Either get a really cheap one or like someone else's old phone, or maybe you have an old phone lying around. Make a brand new Google account. Nothing that you've ever used before, because it gets a bit messy if another phone has signed in on it at some point, and if your Google accounts are as messy as mine, it's just a hassle. So I made a brand new one. It's never been touched before. It's not on Piggy's current phone. It's not on my phone. Remove all existing Google accounts on that phone that you're going to use to get the free trial. Then log into the Play Store using that brand new account. And then you'll want to download Pokemon Sleep on that device. It will ask you for your date of birth and your region, all of that again. Just put your regular stuff in. It doesn't really matter. Once you're in, go to your settings of your original phone where your main Google Pokemon Sleep account is. Go to link accounts, and then either using Google, Facebook, or iOS or transfer code, whatever you prefer, transfer your account to the new device with the new Gmail. And then just go to Sleep Pass and go purchase it, and it will ask you whether you want to buy the 1 month or 6 month. That decision at this stage doesn't matter, because once you buy it, you just immediately cancel it anyway, so that you can bring it back to your current phone if you want your subscription to actually use your main Google account after the free trial. So you go ahead and get the free trial, then go to manage subscription on the new phone. Once it's activated, once you've got the free trial, go cancel the subscription. Then transfer in the same way back your account back to your main phone. Now, there is a 1 hour delay, so you're not allowed to move your account twice within 1 hour. So you just have to wait about an hour in order to move it back to your main phone. Then your free trial will be active. And then at the end of 2 weeks, whether you renew it for the 1 month or 6 months is up to you then. Now, I have heard of a few rare reports where using Google's linking, using Google's linking account option, actually, when it transferred, the data didn't go through. And some people, and it's very, very rare reports, but some people have lost their account. They couldn't get their account data back and they had to start new. This was in the early stages of the game. I don't know if it's in patch, if it's been fixed, I'm not sure. I actually never used the Google account option despite having it as a backup and linked to my account just in case. I actually personally prefer the transfer code. And to be honest, I think Japanese developers are better at coding for transfer codes than they are at using accounts. That's just from my own experience of playing a lot of Japanese developer games. They seem to really like transfer code for some reason. So personally, I would recommend you guys use transfer code. I haven't personally had any problems or errors or like untransferred accounts or anything like that with the transfer code, but it does require a bit more effort because you got to type in the code. Never share your transfer code because someone could just take your account like that. But not a bad idea to keep a copy of it just in case you lose your account. So hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe. And hopefully it helped the rest of you who didn't have a problem but understand now how Google subscriptions with this game works. And it may have nothing to do with the developers at all. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments section down below.